name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the home of the 5-minute or less video. I like to give you the information that you need so you can make an informative and educational decision. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades, so that makes me 50 years worth of decades old working in the IRS space. I've worked about 10,000 cases. I was a teaching instructor with IRS. I probably worked more cases, and I hate to say this, probably anyone in the United States. There's probably some people older, but not as many years as me. I've done this since I was 20 out of college when I graduated early. I do these videos, YouTubes, for 3 reasons. I have a base of around 3,500 people. I do them for 3 reasons: to educate you, make them informative, and give you the information that you need from a former IRS agent standpoint. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube and Google about different people that you can hire. Today I hate to use the word promotion, but I really just need to introduce myself to you in case you're having an IRS audit that is taking place. IRS audits can take place in many ways. You can be an underreporter where IRS found some 1099 or W-2 information you didn't report. They could be examining your return from the service center. You could have someone in the local office audit your return, or you could have a revenue agent auditing your return. So what I want to tell you is we have a whole team of former IRS agents on staff. From the simple first letter to notice actually to going to tax court, we kind of do it all. We have people who have worked at every level of Internal Revenue Service, including one of our stars, Herb Canner, who's a former IRS agent, appellate manager, tax court liaison, who has also worked thousands of cases. So if you're looking around for somebody, let me just make this statement to you, and I don't want to sound like, braggadocious or this or that. I really don't. Tax attorneys practice, CPAs practice, enrolled agents, former IRS agents, all practice. Working in the government as long as I have, you have a special advantage of having former IRS agents work your case. Now keep in mind, I have tax attorneys and CPAs on staff that do this work too. I refer those out if there's a technical litigation issue or tax court. But working for IRS gives you a really unique understanding of how to process the case, how to approach the case. Most people do not have immaculate records. I've never had a client call me. You're never going to call me because you have an immaculate record. You're going to call me because you have some sort of issue on your return or skeleton that may be there. By hiring former IRS agents, generally we try to contain the audit to 1 year and not go to 3 years. The second reason is the negotiation. How do you negotiate if you don't have all the records? How do we still negotiate the tax down? That's another thing that we do well in negotiate. It's not a matter of having perfect records. It's about IRS understanding that we'll give here, we'll take here, we'll give here, we'll take here, and then we don't get caught up with what the first agent says. We don't. The first agent many times will issue a report, the auditor saying, well, this is what I want, this is the way it has to be. We really don't care. We have the appeals function and a tax court function if we think you have a case. It's much better actually to go to appellate division because they don't want the cases going to tax court and they want to settle the cases there. So they're much more willing to give up on issues. So don't get all caught up if you get an audit. Yeah, you may get tagged, so you get tagged. So you work out an agreement or you settle your tax debt with the Internal Revenue Service if you're eligible. So if you're going through an IRS audit and you really need to let someone from the IRS see, an ex-agent see it from their standpoint, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to do a much better job. I just know it because I know the system well enough. Anyway, we have a full range of people on our staff. Thank you for listening. I know this is, by the way, if you'd give me a subscription, that'd be great. If you want to know things about an audit, leave a comment in the comment section. I'll probably do a YouTube on something like this. So thank you for listening. I appreciate the subscription. If you want to contact me, my information is below. Thank you for listening. And I am under 5 minutes. Yes!